identify this chord, its inversion, and how it would function in the key of G. Here's what's written from low to high. And then together you get this sound. Okay, so let's figure this thing out. From low to high, the notes written are D, G, B, and then on top we have an E. In order to build the chord, we want to take these notes and rearrange them into ascending thirds. If we label the E as the root of the chord, that's probably going to be our best option because a third above E is a G, a third above G is a B, and a third above B is D. And now we have all of the chord tones, okay? Yes, there is also a G chord embedded in this, GBD, but then the E is the sixth. So yeah, it's like a G major chord with a 6 or G6, but I think this is a better option, labeling it as some kind of E chord because we get all of the chord tones. Now, if we do that, to figure out the quality of the chord, look at the intervals between the notes. E up to G is a minor third, G up to B is a major third. That's the recipe for a minor chord. So this is an E minor chord, and we have a seventh on top with the D, so E minor 7. That's what the chord is. Now, what's the inversion? The inversion has to do with the lowest sounding note. In this arrangement, the D here down in the bass, the D is functioning as the seventh of the chord, so that puts this chord in this configuration into third inversion, okay? If the E was in the bass, it would be in root position. If the G was in the bass, it would be in first inversion. B in the bass would be second inversion. But in this case, the seventh of the chord is in the bass, so this is third inversion, okay? And then finally, how would it function in the key of G? If you know your G major scale, the note E is the 6th scale degree. So since it's the 6th scale degree, this would be the 6th chord, and it's a 7 chord. So that's what we have. This is a 6th chord in the key of G. It's a E minor 7 chord, and because the D is in the bass, it is in third inversion. I hope that all makes sense. I'll see you next time.